Hello, farm lovers. Thank you and welcome to this session again. Today we'll be teaching or talking about the foundation laying for the good modern raised house, which is very important for anyone who is thinking of commercial goat farming. It is important that your goat structure should be raised at least 4 to 5 feet above the ground. That gives you an average room for you to go underneath, do the right cleaning, and clean up the droppings as they are dropping from the above. And at this point, we have finished the excavation, lay the concrete, and now we begin to mount the pillars. As you can see in this picture, the height or the point to which our structure will begin, it is 5 feet above the ground. And at this stage, our builder or the chief mason was doing a very good job by establishing or putting the pillars in a way that they are way positioned. 7 pillars per row, and in total we have 21 pillars, which if positioned right, then the poles or the pillars we have, some of them will be crossed above it, and then the foundation for the structure will commence. So these key materials we're talking about here, they are very essential, very important for you to take note. You need the hardwood for your pillars, and this is necessary for crossing and even for the elevation of the structure. And purely these materials can be sourced locally within our community, and you can source them or you can buy if you have the money, or if you have a forest, you can cut down poles that could be used for this. And after that, you begin the structure. And here was the leveling point where the key pillars were laid, and then the crossing were as well done, and then the elevation begins with the key pillars. And most of the times, I think the carpenters refers to it as the king pillars, and these king pillars are strategically positioned. The key idea to which we did not use the poles directly is that in most areas where you have termite or you have insects that can easily destroy the pillar, it will affect. Therefore, it is advisable that you ensure that you have good structure, the foundation for the structure to be raised. And then in here we have our blocks. We build them solid, we cast, and then we raise the structure, and then we connect the pillars and then tie them with very strong rods, and then strong nails were used to do the formation. And our carpenters are doing great jobs in ensuring that things are in place. In here you can see clearly how the structure is being mapped, and then you need enough 2x3s, which is the timbers. You need enough 2x4, and this must be hardwood. And after that, you do the partitioning. And the cameraman was coming from far a distance to show you how massive this land is. But the land is not the key thing, but you can see as our structure for the raised house is standing very clear as we are approaching it now. As we go in, we'll be telling you detail of the project, detail about the project, how things are going. We are nearly there, quite okay, because you have to at least show our concern farmers on the size of land. We occupied a sizable land here, which is good for our goats, exercising yard, grazing yard, and as well, from the back of it, you can see massive land again for our crops cultivation, which we intend to plant both maize and other crops. And then the building continue with the sectioning. So you first of all section the points. At least the structure you have here is capable of holding a good number of goats. If I'm not mistaken, this should be roughly 250 to 300 goats can confidently be accommodated in this house. And then we have good structure over there to accommodate our chicken as well. But the key thing here, we want to tell you the benefit of a raised house is that first, it makes it easier for cleaning. And as soon as these animals do their normal business, like urinating, dropping their feces, they can equally pass down straight without staying there. The key thing is our goats are generally neat animals, so you have to maintain that cleanliness without compromising. And then here at this point, the partitioning was ongoing. So see, you round it up and then you do the upper net, which is by 4 feet, and then the downside, which is from where you can see the cutting by the division by the 2x3 timber. Down here will be covered to at least protect rain and anything that can affect your animal. Why did we raise our goat pen? The key idea is first, when you raise the structure, it is part of a preventive mechanism for your animal being easily affected by ammonia that is being discharged as a result of either the droppings or the urine that comes from goats all the time. And being far away, it will not easily go back to affect the goats, and it equally help you in managing or preventing disease outbreak. So that buildup would never be there. And even if the droppings have dropped down here or the urine have dropped down here, it has nowhere to stay. You can easily sweep this place. It's designed in a way that you can easily go in and out or anytime, do the normal cleaning on daily basis, and then you wash it down, you scrub the place to ensure that there are no pathogens or there are no build-up of bacteria in your goat pen at any time, or any form of disease outbreak can be observed in your farm. Those are the key benefits that are associated with the raising goat structure. So you protect these to at least provide a good shelter. And one thing I will let all farmers to know, goat house or a goat structure shouldn't be designed when you are laying the structure or you're laying the floor. Ensure that you leave at least a finger space, which is normally half an inch, and a half inch is very good. When you give a wide gap, it will affect the hooves of your goat, or it will affect their legs. Let's use the common language so that everyone will understand, and that will either cause dislocation or anything. So leave a good space, and then ensure you use strong wood so that it not easily break to affect your animal. And mind you, you're going to be moving on top of this, so it must be strong and hard enough to accommodate your weight. And the large heads of goats or sheep will be living in here, and consider their weight. Most of the times we have goats that weigh between 23 to 50 kg, and then we have some smaller goats that weigh between 13 to 15 kg. So add the weight of all the animals you're going to have on this pen. So if the wood or the plank you're using are not strong or thick enough, or if they are not hardwood, it can easily break, and that will affect you, and it will attract more cost of maintenance. So in order to avoid that, use good strong wood. After that, when you have finished laying the structure, ensure you give space so that the droppings never stay. They always pass down, the water or the urine pass down, and ensure you fence nicely with net to help protect entries of unauthorized persons into your pen, and it will help protect predators coming to attack your animals, and that is part of security, and it is good to keep your environment secured. Thank you.